there we are. We are right into the 9th round. We are on D-Nuke. It is Telialigaen 2021 Spring Split, Division 3 Group A, and it is the 3rd round of this season. Last week, Syreangrep actually ended up tying one of the matches, leaving them not on top of the lead so far. Granted, a win here would bring them a lot closer. It's all coming down to Nuke and Mirage. Well, quick knife round. Pryl. They do decide to pick that up. Indeed. No Norwegian teams know what the clock is. It's just, well, just the way it goes. It appears they have decided to switch, which means the HUD needs to change. And we can get started. Just waiting for both teams to ready up. There we go. Pistol is underway. Pryl opting to start for the CT side. Syreangrep left on the T side. A couple of utility picked up by Equa. For those watching Syreangrep in particular, there's a bit of a roster change every other week. Aim is working this week, therefore he is being subbed out. Quite a bit of utility here on the CT side. Push though, ramp. Hans someone to try. Look for frags, find 2, finds 3, looks for the 4th, finds the 4th. The push, all but dead. Looks for the 5th. Actually gets the 5th as well. Equa goes down. Well, that was a quick pistol round if anything. Pryl gonna be happy with that performance. Starting the game off with an ace. That's gonna boost their confidence, no doubt about that. We see a couple of deagles here on the T side. Nothing too major. One outside, finding one. Looks for more. Does decide to fall back. Generally speaking, pushing all over the place. Exclusive. Finds the frag onto Hellnikes. All of a sudden, 2 players down. Does find that 3rd frag. Fins goes down. Equa and Hellfire. Can they do any damage? It's really all they can hope for at this point. Equa. Well, does find the Deeg onto Heglin. Bit of damage done. Looks for more. Pryl. They had a great pistol round. It's all about not giving too much away here. Letting those SMGs take the fight. Earn some money as well. Oh. Here comes the push from the CT side. Just squeezing them out. 2 on the board. We're going to be seeing a buy here. Low utility on the T side. We're going to have good weaponry. None of them opting to go for the Galil. Full AKs. No, pretty much no utility. I have 2 smokes for the cross. That's 1 too few. A couple of flashes. Nothing too fancy. Aggressive here in the art, fighting Hellfire up on the silo. Hellnikes falling out to close the gap. Already a player down here for Syreangrep. Don't know too much about the Pryl lineup. They're currently on the bottom of the ladder or the group, looking to score their first points here. As far as I'm aware, they lost their first 2 games, so looking for those points. Good to see that the octopus is back. Hellnikes. Syreangrep again. Going down here. Syreangrep picking D-Nuke. They've been playing it quite a bit. I will say that, though. They did lose Nuke in the last match. And arguably their CT side was a bit rusty. They did manage to get a few rounds towards the end. But, well, it's not the start they were wanting here either. Alex goes down over at the flank. Equa, Finns. Only 2 players left. Equa finding 1. Finns finding a 2nd. Go TV having a lazy day. 3 on the ball for Pryl here. Managing to get rid of those SMGs as well. Managing to build quite a bit of bank here. See a couple of players above 5k. Might opt to drop a gun here to even it out. So it appears as well. Again, Syreangrep. They're back to Deagles. A lot of aggression towards yard here. Tempo, Hellfire. Sees the player, doesn't find any damage. Straight A push through main. Alex finding 1. Exclusive finding 2. Stock 1. I call him Stock. Actually finding 3 for his name. Well, Terrorists, they do get 2 CT players chipping away at that economy, but considering how far they got without any form of contact, I think Pryl is going to be happy with just holding the site. 4 on the board. Yet again, we do see the AKs coming about. Phoenix not with a gun. I assume there's a dropped gun. The AWP here for Phoenix. Had a varied result here last week with it. His terrorist side looking pretty okay. Struggle a bit on the CT side though. Utility being traded out. Cross smokes. Being countered by quite good Molotov placement here. Hellfire off and Squeak. Gonna be holding that rotation. Here comes the push down. They're gonna go straight into a CT player. Equa. Equa finds a frag onto Wonder Child. That should be B side. Not necessarily open, but at least under attack here. Monster gonna be holding the single door. Looks for the frag. Finds the frag. Same time, Cynics manages to find exclusive. Player advantage. Syreangrep bump to go down. Save has been called. Alright, we're going to be seeing the first round here for Syreangrep on the board. Quick cross, good entry here on Equa. Cynics finding a trade also onto the ramp area. All of a sudden, a round that seemed pretty 50-50. Tips the scale. Pryl opting for that 3-player save. That's a clever idea as well. Hard retake to do, especially against 4 players, including an all. Full buy, both teams. CT side still doing pretty alright when it comes to economy. Again, same counter utility coming out. Pretty much the same setup here. Hellfire towards that squeaky door. Going to do damage. Cutting rotations. Being a nuisance. A lot of utility going down here. Just faking. His teammates all the way down. Wonder Child. It's going to come down to your defense. Smokes it off. Hellfire opting for that rotation cutting. Finds it first. Exclusive goes down. Hellfire low on HP though. Looks for a second. Finds some damage. Doesn't find the kill. Well, we'll never know, I suppose. Cynics looking for the frag onto ramp. So far, nothing. Finds the no-scope onto Wonder Child. 1 in 1,000 shot right there. Hellfire, 1 HP. Finds the frag onto Stock. Well, he says you need more than 9 HP. Well, he says I can do with 1. Mulser off the side here. Another save coming in. Managing to save 2 rifles. Might opt to go for another buy. Mulser does have money enough to drop. Stock is going to have enough. I wouldn't be surprised to see a buy coming in here again from Pryl. But Syreangrep, they're going to be happy with that. 2 on the board. Hellfire survives. 1 HP. Full flawless round. A lot of damage being done to the CT economy as well. I think they're going to be very, very happy with that. It's all about getting it rolling, getting those terrorist rounds up on the board, making the second half more comfortable. Bit different of a setup here. Syreangrep throwing the same cross smokes, but their aggro towards the lobby area might just be a straight A hit. Maybe an A split. Echo here from the outside might be able to wrap around through main, or cutting a rotation or two. Stock though, finding one frag. Looks for more. Falls down. Echo finding one. Exclusive finding one. Stock swings, finds one. Does get taken down by Fins. Exclusive finds Echo for the flank here. All of a sudden, it's just Fins left. Well, 30 HP to his nade. Doesn't find anything. Exclusive finds that frag. 5 on the ball for Pryl. More convincing round from the CT side or lineup right there. A bit of a weird call here from Syreangrep. They clearly found a formula that was working. Maybe just a bit scared whether or not they could run away with it once again. They attempt to do something different. It doesn't work out too well. Again, though, we do have a full buy from both sides. CT definitely under threat here. Should they lose this? Great. Well, a bit different round this time. Hegland off the flank finds Fins. The question is, are they expecting the second guy to be in secret? We do see here Equa, he's also made his way down. We might not expect this. We see a lot of aggression towards ramp here. Exclusive, you're going to have a lot of pressure on you. 1v3. He actually falls off of timing. Here comes the flash. Hell next. Do you expect it? Well, he doesn't. He gets taken down. Cynics fights the trade, though. Molster. Equa decides that, well, he's had enough of Molster. Takes his head off. Wonderchild has gotten into a bit of a sneak position here in the control room. Cynics off of the flank. Finding a frag. Cynics, he appears to have other plans. Into the squeak he goes. There is a player in the vent. It's all going to come down to timing. Molly to go down. All of a sudden, A site free for the taking. Op AK post plant. Quick hut play here. Phoenix again with the no scope. And the flake. Or, no, not flake. Regardless, two quite nice kills there coming out from Cynics, and I don't think necessarily Pryl is doing that badly. It's just, I mean, hitting that no scope and hut really flipped the round. I don't think Cynics was actually expecting that quick hut presence, but got a bit lucky or skillful with the no scope, depending on how you look at it. Again, we see these default smokes coming out, pretty much just to blind the CT. I don't want to give away any extra information. Aqua outside. Going to be working off the flank. Ramp has been pushed. Cynics, they're going to come close. Is he expecting this? So far, no. Stock and Wondershot find one each. Molzer all of a sudden finding Cynics. One of those rounds that you can't really afford to lose, and they're pretty much giving it away at this point. Fins. Oh, he does find one, managing to equal a bit, but they still have an AWP and an AK. Pryl looking really strong here in this round. I don't think the Syreangrep team was ready for that aggressive. A bit of a coordinated attack. Echo finding one. That AWP still a threat. Here's the scope. Baits out the shot. Flash to go out. 2v2. Definitely a round that you can salvage. Is he expecting the peak? No, but doesn't find the frag. Trades 1 for 1. Wonderchild runs out of bullet. Fins find the second frag, and well, Syreangrep, they managed to claw their way back, take that 4th round. That being said, I think Pryl is going to be happy with just doing, well, what they did, getting 4 frags actually. Only 1 player surviving here on the Syreangrep lineup, but I feel like at this point, they need to start winning the rounds as well. We are back on the knife's edge. Either team, if they lose, will be forced to take an eco, or at least a low bite. Aqua finding Heglin through the smoke, expecting that aggressiveness. Hellfire also just holding the angle, finding Wonder Child. Pryl opting to go for an aggressive fight hit, loses out. Aqua drops down, finds Stock. Sunix finds exclusive on the flank. Aqua, well, he doesn't expect it, but Finns has his flank and Mulster goes down. Pryl opting to go for a very aggressive hit. No trade potential either in ramp. Technically not outside either. And all of a sudden, it's 5-5. I was mentioning the economy. We're going to be seeing another one of these low buys, just pistols, coming up from the CT lineup. Syreangrep already going to be happy with this. 5 rounds in the first 10. That's a good start. Money starting to build. They almost threw away one of these rounds earlier. Looks like they don't want to do that now. 5 players towards the outside. Going up. Going wide. Looks like A is going to be the target here. Doesn't look like anyone wants to go down. All about trading at this point. Hellfire, he does spot the guy higher. Wonder Child is going to be swinging here. Looks for a frag. Finds Finns. That's the bomb drop and a player down. Hellfire, on the other hand, finds Mulster. Exclusive through the smoke. Gets taken down by Hellnex. Comes down again. Wonder Child with a beautiful shot earlier. Manages to tag, but doesn't get a frag hit. Still a threat, though, with the deagle. Looks for the tag. A lot of low players here now on Syreangrep. Aqua, amongst others, being at least a 1-shot. The other 2 being a 2-shot. Dropping the ult, making sure that goes nowhere. Not sure if that was a double save, that. Well, they do have info on the flank. Synex with the ult finds Stock. I mentioned it, Synex looking a bit rusty in last week's game, but, well, so far this game, been pretty much on fire, making it work out for him. Not a lineup that's afraid to pick up the AWP. Multiple players here do have a tendency to pick it up, especially in pugs, etc. Synex making it look easy, picking up 2 more. Rounding it up to a bit of a hat-trick there. On the 6th round onto the board. We are, well, 12 rounds in. I gotta say, so far, Syreangrep looking more convincing than Pryl. That being said, I feel like both teams definitely, they've made some mistakes. It's still an open game. Nothing to be decided again. Syreangrep, they really struggled on the CT side last week, so getting this good terror side, I think that's very important. Well, it's a triple A hold. Exclusive, just waiting to see if anyone goes aggro. So far, no. Mulster with a bit of an off angle. Decides the better of it. Re-smokes. Helix now holding the HUD angle. Are they going to be expecting this? Apparently not. Stock goes down. Exclusive. Finds one. Does give away his position there, though. No trigger finger. Bit of a trigger discipline right there. And, well, he might get 2 for his effort. But takes the less risky path. Gets 1. But does eventually get traded down by Finns. And all of a sudden, player advantage here at Syreangrep. And the AWP angle from Synex just misses it. Pretty much a pixel peek at that point. Heglin expecting the flank. Aqua goes down. Aqua been doing this quite a lot this game. Not too hard to read. Synex tries to molly him out. Syreangrep waiting to react it. So far, here comes the push. Synex with another no-scope. Mulster now with the trigger discipline finds 2. Doing what Exclusive could have done but didn't do. Wonder Child coming quickly in HUD. Is this going to be expected? No, it's not. Finns goes down. Syreangrep, they do lose that round. Pryl picking up the 6th. Tying up the game. That being said, losing 4 players. Not great for their economy. That being said, should be able to buy at least a couple of FAMASs. Maybe even some M4s. But even if you are only stuck with the SMGs, they do tend to work on D-Nuke a lot better than, let's say, on D-Dust 2. Full buy from both sides. We do see the FAMAS hit. Waiting to see all the guns. There we go. You do have 2 M4s and 8K. Just a Deagle on stock and Hegland with the FAMAS double kit. At least there is a kit in the team. Well, Syreangrep reverting back to that old setup. 4 players outside. Hellfire once again in the squeak, just holding it. The push is already down. Wonder Child, what can you find here? So far, nothing. Here's all the steps. In a bit of a good position here. It's all going to come down to if they expect it or not. Doesn't matter. Wonder Child doesn't hit his spray. Finns does. All of a sudden, the bomb has gone down. Player advantage Syreangrep. Synex finding Mulser. At the same time, Hellneck's finding one. All of a sudden, only 2 players are remaining on the Pryl lineup. Stalk gives away his position, but has a Deagle in hand. Synex trying not to give away that AWP. Aqua helping him out, making sure that no AWP will go to the CT side. At this point, it's only Hegland left. He's going to be holding the exit of Secret. 7 on the board here for Syreangrep. And while the continuing theme for tonight, Pryl, again, they're going to be low on cash here. They have a double loss bonus, but that's not going to be enough to buy. Hegland might be able to pick up an AK. Finds 2. Well, AK to go over. But again, it's going to be the only good rifle they're going to have this round. 7 on the board for Syreangrep. 1 more and they won the half. Arguably, statistically, you could say the Syreangrep was already won, but just purely numerical, they can win if they take 1 more. Going outside seemed to pay dividends for Syreangrep. Pryl so far struggling to adapt, it would seem. Almost catching them off guard one of the rounds, but so far seems like the Syreangrep lineup has managed to break the code here. Same setup, but a bit more slow this time. They might opt to just go for the straight up duels here. Synex with the AWP. And Helix. Okay. Finds Mulster. Does get dinged quite badly. 34 HP. Still surviving. Bomb should go down once more. It's all up to Hegland. He needs to find the entry here. He needs to open it up. The question is, can he? They need at least 1 or 2 kills to even attempt this. Hellfire, he's aggressive up. Find some infight. That's about that as well. Double flashes here. Helping each other out. All of a sudden, Hellfire goes aggressive. Finds exclusive. Oh, stuck in the molly. Not great. Managing to pick up another rifle. That being said, they're going to have a buy next round anyway. But I don't think they should go for this, saving the 2 AKs. Well, it'll net them a couple more utility pieces. Even managing to drop a gun should they need it. Alex picking up $300, killing Wonder Child. For those interested in the scoreboard, let's take a bit of a quick peek at that. Very even amongst both teams. Nothing really to point out. I think we're happy with that. No massive slackers. Six to 8. All on Wonder Child. Full buy. It's going to be a very good buy here from the CT side. Terror side, of course, having whatever they want. Last round. Pryl, they definitely need this one. I was critiquing Syreangrep for their a bit rusty nuke last week, but so far, I gotta say, looking a lot better. Massive gap in the smoke. That might have been due to a Molotov. Synex is going to be holding that. Not finding anything though. Hellfire. Finding some contact. Exclusive. Looks for one. Finds one. Looks for more. Finds a second, but does go down eventually to Synex. Hellfire off the flank. Looks for a frag. Finds Hegland. Stock holding that rotation. Not expecting the vent pop. Does expect the hut rotation. Hellfire goes down. So does Finns. Synex eventually finding Stock, but it's a 2v1. AWP at hand. 31 HP. Does need to find the first frag rather quick. Pryl here. They just need to play a bit slow. Allow the rotation to come in. Then trade each other. Synex finding Mulser. He's going to be sticking this. See you next. Finds Wonder Trial eventually. Oh, I don't think that was too many seconds to go. Syreangrep picking up the 9th round. Gotta say, Cynics impressing me this far this week. 4 kills to his name on this round. 16 total. I do think we're hearing the emote countdown, so we're going to be going into the second half straight away. I think Syreangrep are going to be very, very happy with this first half. Pryl, well, I don't think they're going to be too happy. Let's do a bit of a click. Make sure the HUD changes. We're back on it. Pistol round. Pryl need to pick it up. They need to close that gap. Syreangrep, should they take the pistol round, we're just going to see that lead continuously extend. A lot of utility here on the CT lineup. Only Cynics with Kevlar. The rest has either got utility or a kit. Here comes the hut molly. That's going to absolutely shred that push, but that push is just going to move on elsewhere. Straight into ramp. Alright, gets another molly to their face. Rotating back. Maybe a bit shocked. Just due to the insane amount of utility. People always discuss the value of Molotovs. One could argue on a pistol round, in certain situations like this, not too useful. Investing 1200 in those 2 mollies. They do slow the push, but it's still a 5v5. If Pryl decide to aggress, they're going to be just as quick as they would have been from the get-go. Aqua finding Heglin down. Well, the rotation goes down towards the B-bomb side. There is a defender. Finn finds one. Hellfire does get taken out. Bomb should be planted here. Aqua finds the frag onto stock. Looks for the frag onto the bomb carrier. So far not finding it. Halnex off the flank finds it. He is gonna be defusing the bomb. He's 10 on the board for Syreangrep. Pryl, while they do pick up that bomb plant, might see a bit of a force coming out. Here comes the force. A lot of SMGs on the CT lineup as well. At this point, we're just putting any word in front of next and we should be good. What we'd like to see. Crossing smokes from Pryl. Aqua, the headshot machine. Oh, you're not wrong. Hellfire finds some damage, finds some info as well. Doesn't find the kill. Cross has been secured. Hellfire wins the duel with Monster, but down to 12 HP. Looks for the frag, doesn't find it, finds some damage. Ramp still in control of Syreangrep. Pryl not yet decided where they want to go. Bomb is towards the lobby. I do expect a bit of an A push here. Maybe try and take over a ramp and go for a B split. It's one or the other. Stock manages to find Cynics off the flank. 20 HP left. They do find the frag towards the ramp. Exclusive finds Lnex. Oh, one child finds Aqua, but also finds Exclusive. Bomb to go down. It's going to come down to Finns. He's the only one with HP. Looks for more. Finds one. Still alive. Expecting one guy in main. What a child. He's going to hear that reload. Finds the frag onto Hellfire. Finns. Down to 12 HP with a kit. There he goes down. 7 on the board for Pryl. That force, or buy, rather, off of the bomb plant. Apparently someone's going out traveling. Full deagles. A lot of investment here from the CT side. They really want to win this round. Wonder Shot has crossed. Full spread here. Slow start. The Eagles need to work. Ramp push is coming up. Stock. Finds the info. Finds some damage. Doesn't find a frag. Cynic's down to 22 HP though. Gonna tuck tail and run. Hellfire with a wonderful shot. Takes down Wonder Child. All of a sudden, player advantage towards the CT side. If they manage to put a gamble stack together here, might make the push very, very difficult. Alex finding one. Gets tagged, I believe, from his own teammate. Here comes the A push. Exclusive finds one. Gets traded out, though. All of a sudden, 3v2. Cynics has picked up a rifle. Bomb is being planted. Only 2 Deagles to work with. And Equa, really no way into this fight. Playing from the vent area, unless he just eats it up. Need to wait. Hellings need to find something here. Or Equa is pretty much stuck. Hellings doesn't find anything. Equa decides to use it up. Finds Haglin. Doesn't have a kit. Finds the frag. Should have this defuse as well. Equa managing to work. Just yeeting it out of the vent. Finds that frag. Over peeking from the T side. Pays dividends for the CT side. Syreangrep picking up 11. That being said, we're probably going to see another force when we will. T side, I'm going to be happy with rebuying into this. Full ramp push. Hellfire. How are you going to deal with this? Molly to go down. Looks for the frag, but exclusive runs through the molly. Finds the frag onto Hellfire. 4v5. Not a good situation here if you're Syreangrep. Take should go in. Wonder Child finding Fins though. Wonder Child looks for more. Goes aggressive with the AK. Finds the frag. All of a sudden, Syreangrep really not in a position to retake here. Wonder Child feeling it. It's just going to go aggressive. Finds another frag onto Halnix. Equa, the headshot machine. Might be hitting headshots, but at this point, might just want to try and save. Terrorists win. 8-11. Lead has stayed pretty much, well, exactly the same as before the half time. Again, Syreangrep opting to force into it again. Only surviving with Equa with a rifle, but we have seen them win with Deagles before. Nothing impossible. Pryl, they're going to speed this up. Looks like B is going to be the end goal. Exclusive takes a bullet to the face. He's down. The rotation has come down already. Stock finding the frag onto Hellnix. Fins looks for frags. Finds one. Gets traded out. Cynics. Going to flag. Equa finding 2 all of a sudden. 2v2. Cynics is going to try and stop this bomb defuse or bomb plant. Well, he doesn't stop the bomb plant because the planter decides to stop himself, but does find the frag. Stock all of a sudden alone. 1v2. kit on Synex. Hellfire with full HP, looking very healthy. Stalk needs to make a move. Still has a lot of time to play with, 1 minute on the clock. Synex going to be opting to just hold here. Finds frag onto Stalk. The Deagles once more proving to be worth it. 12 on the board for Syreangrep. Been in double digits for a while now. Pryl, they're going to have a really good buy here. Full AKs. Bit of utility. Syreangrep, well, they don't have the worst buy themselves. They do have MP9 though. MP9 on Nuke. Very strong gun. One does not necessarily need the rifles. Aggression towards the yard area, but this time more towards hell. In heaven, maybe. Synex flying all over the place. Finds a frag on a Wonder Child. He is stuck though. Enemies all around. Equa misflashing, but trying to help out his mate. Synex still alive. 15 HP at this point. If he can get another frag, he's paid for himself very well. Synex still staying alive. Even just at this point, just staying alive. I mean, it's a player advantage. It's an extra player Pryl have to deal with. Very slow from Pryl. Looks like losing Wonder Child took the wind out of their sails. A looks to be the target. Here comes the flashes. The pushes to go out. Hagelin. Oh, so far, actually, the push doesn't come down. Waiting here for Stalk. Nade. Door goes down. Here comes the push. Fins finds one. Equa finds one. Alex finds one. And Equa eventually turning out Molster. Well, they ran out of time. They ran out of options. Syreangrep was there with open arms, finding the frags. 13 on the board. Pryl finally looked to be going into an eco. Been very much back and forth at this half. This should be 14 on the board for Syreangrep, but we have seen them throwing arguably worse rounds than this in the past. Friendly love tap there. Molster down to 64 HP. So it's nice. Hellfire. Finds one. Looks for the second. Finds the second. Looks for the third. Finds the third. 3k. At the same time, Wonder Child decides to end Synex's life. Halnex, I'm going to be trying to defend that gun. Here's to reload. Swings. Looks for damage. Finds damage. Finds the frag onto Wonder Child. Hagelin, only surviving player. He drops Vent. This might just be a plant. And a plant at this point might be huge, but he doesn't have the timing. Hagelin, he is behind him, but only with a Glock. It's all going to come down to the first couple of bullets. Finds the dig. Fins goes down. At this point, though, bomb seems very unlikely, but Hagelin making damage. Equa deciding to end his life finally. Well, they're finding 2 more frags off that, and that's a total of 3 kills onto the CT side. That's got to chip away at their economy. Once again, Pryl back to buying power. They do have all them AKs. Couple utility, actually almost full utility at this point. Same can be said for the CT though. 14 on the board for Syreangrep, looking to get that 15 guaranteed overtime already. Pryl, at least to start with, going to be looking for the double digits. Easy for Syre. Yeah. So far, they seem fairly in control. Wonder Child going massively aggressive here. Taking 20 points of damage, just jumping. But, well, Synex doesn't expect him so quick. All of a sudden, Synex finds one. Alex looks for a sec. Oh, he finds the trade on the Molster. We're calling it a trade, I'm not sure. But at least finds the kill onto the cross. Wonder Child in a bit of a weird position now. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Could be looking for more frags. Hellfire, he's pushed ramp. At this point, a lot of information. He's actually on the flank here on the secret, or the squeaky. But Hagelin, well, his spider senses were tingling. Takes down Hellfire. Exclusive, finding Equa, and all of a sudden, 2v4. Looking very unlikely here for Syreangrep. B push to come out. Bomb is going down. I don't think you're gonna see them win here, so I don't think that's I don't think it's in the cards. Let's go next. Alright, Fins. Let's go down. Alex the only survivor. Looking for frags. At this point, I think saving the AK might be even more important than finding the frags, but each to their own. Does drop hut. Spray through the hut. Actually goes down to the bomb. So does Haglund. Miscalculated for both sides here. That wallbang might actually been what tipped him over the scale. All of a sudden, he ended up dying. A lot of people on the CT side now on double eco, Aqua Hellfire. You might just see a force into this. Hopefully not to. Cynics with a Deagle. Aqua as well, and Fins, and Hell next. Hellfire, the only one opting not to do it. They might opt to go for a buy next round, having Aqua just on a scout or something. Synex. A lot of players towards you. Can you find some heads? Finds the first. Stock goes down. Player advantage, Syreangrep. They have won these in the past. Wonder Child expecting the flank. Hellfire not finding the kill, finding a lot of damage. Cynics again here on the ramp. Looks for the head. One small, finds it. Mulster goes down. Cynics being deadly with that Deagle rather. Not only the AWP today, but the Deagle as well. 3v3. Wonder Child, he is low on health, but has the advantage here. Finds the frag onto Fins. Haglund full HP. Finally takes down Cynics, and at this point, all up to Aqua with his Deagle. Wonder Child is low, but I think this is a bit too much of it to ask for. 2 full HP players as well. Might just go do some much damage he can here. Doesn't do a lot because Haglund finds him. The bomb maybe goes off. It didn't. Or at least nobody died. So, not sure. Pryl, double digits. Again, Syreangrep opting to go for a bit of a pistol buy. They are on 14. They don't necessarily need to force here. Probably a smart idea just in general. Well, the scoreline not really closing up. It's a 3-point lead and a half. Way down to go down. Alex manages to find Wonder Child. Also picks up an AK for himself. Nothing he needs to save, so this one he can just do damage. Makes his stat look a lot better. Because he can. Looks to just do damage here. It's going to be a fight in lobby. Not expecting it. Both players somewhat panicking. Alex. Well, he does find the frag on the Haglund. Both parties equally surprised by that. Jump poke, yeah. Scroll wheel not working. That being said, we're going to see 11 here for Pryl, but we do have a buy coming up for Syreangrep. All 3 players surviving with very little HP. Alex also managing to bring that AK onwards and his armor. Not a bad deal. Finally, we see the AWP onto Cynics. Again, we didn't find too much luck with it last week on the CT side. Should Cyril lose this round. It's going to close down the scoreline. Hellfire this time though. Finds 1, looks for more, finds 2nd, looks for the 3rd. Decides to drop Molly to go down. Cynics is going to be holding the flank here, helping out as much as he can. Looks for a frag, finds it. Haglund to go down. All of a sudden, 2 players left. Exclusive decides to take down Cynics. 2v4. A must-win round for Syreangrep so far. 2-player advantage. Shouldn't lose these rounds. One of those rounds you just can't lose. Hellfire holding that ram push pretty much by the balls, making sure that it goes his way, as well as the defensive molly to help him out. Looking good. Does appear A might be the target if we look at the minimap. So, Fins. He's at least going to find some info. Drops down. Flash to go out. Looks for the frag. Doesn't find it. Exclusive finding Fins. But what they don't know, Bomb is going B, but that's where all the CT players are. Also finds a frag, but Equa trades him out, and all of a sudden, Exclusive with 15 seconds left on the board. Well, good luck. Have fun. 5 more seconds, and he loses by default. Equa finds a frag. 15 on the board. We have potential match point coming up. Full buy from either side. Knife's Edge is back. If Pryl loses this round, they lose the map. If Syreangrep loses this round, they're basically forced down in a bit of an eco. Next one. The outside push appears to be commencing. Alex. It's Equa. Equa's the defender of Secret. Here's the molly. Gets molded off the angle. A lot of mollies going out here. Are they going to be expecting Cynics though? So far, no. Very, very slow round. 1 minute so far. Not a lot of bullets has been changed over. Cynics isn't finding any info. They do have info that someone is down Secret. Alex holding the angle from Hut. Alex finds the frag onto Wonderchild. The push appears to be going out. Equa finding some damage. Doesn't find a frag. Exclusive. Down to 50 HP. Down to 23. Eglin with the frag. All of a sudden, a round that looked very promising for Syreangrep turns completely. A is the target. Cynics with the ult. Looks for the frag. Doesn't find it. Cynics also goes down to Exclusive. Not saving the ult. As I mentioned, the money not in the favor of Syreangrep this round at least. Hoping to go for a couple of deagles. Full buy from Pryl. Nuke, one of those maps that tend to go to overtime very often. I wasn't expecting it this game. I honestly wasn't expecting this close of a scoreline. I did see the ladder, and statistically, Pryl shouldn't be standing too much of a chance here. But proving me very wrong. And on Syreangrep's pick as well. Pryl appearing to go for a bit more of a slow play style towards the end of the game. Cynics, you've been so deadly with the deagle. Can you find any frags? Actually goes aggressive in the ramp. There's a player holding here. Wonderchild finding Equa. Hagland fighting Finns. All CT players going down. Scenics off the flank, finds one. Looks for the second, doesn't find it. Meltzer finds the frag. Hellfire does find Meltzer eventually, but gets traded out. 13. We're getting dangerously close to overtime territory, but it is only one map point here for Syreangrep. They get this one round here. Nuke has been secured. Speaking of the chance of going up to second division, it's definitely a match Syreangrep needs to take both maps on. Cynics with the off angle and Norp. Spots the feet. Drops down. Overtime is not wanted. I do agree. Syreangrep, they should close this out. They've been looking quite dominant through the game, but all of a sudden, Pryl starting to eat that lead. Cynics gets baited out. Stock finding Cynics. Equa though, now with the scout on ramp. Does look very much like the push will eventually end A though. And at that point, it's Finns amongst others to defend. Well on time here, 30 seconds. Flank is coming as well. Explosive doesn't expect it. Hellfire finds a frag. Here comes the push. Helllinks finds one. Echo with the scout. Actually now with an AWP. He does get taken out. Finn's finding one off the flank. Finn's still alive. Finds a second. Can he find a third? He does. Wonder Child goes down. 16 on the board for Syreangrep. They do take D-Nuke. Closer match than I would have anticipated. That being said, they do take the map. We are moving on to D-Mirage. And we will be back very shortly. Don't go anywhere. welcome back. It is the second map. We are on the Mirage. Syreangrep picking up the nuke, taking a lead so far in the match. Closer match than previously expected. Knife to go out. Kind of excited here. It's been a long time since I've casted Syreangrep on Mirage. Not a map they often play, as far as I'm aware. Knives. Seems to be going in the favor of Syreangrep. It does. Probably opting to stay on the CT side. They do indeed. The stay has come out. They're ready from Syreangrep. Pryl to be starting T side. It is a best of two. Pryl going to be trying to pick up their first points of this season. Syreangrep, again, one of these matches they really need to win if they want to get up into that second division next year. Syreangrep, still very much a mixed team. As far as I'm aware, they've started to play a bit more with each other, but still, they do have a player that only plays every other weekend. Or every other week, rather, in matches due to work. But we are live. Pistol is ready. Utility, CT side. A bit on the terrorist side as well. A seems to be the target. It's going to be an A split from Con. Did they expect this? Equa's at least ready with some form of a flash hit. Helix. A bit of a nice setup here. Helix going to be taking first contact, but the question is, there's one counterplay, and this might be it. Up connector, first frag to go to Pryl. All of a sudden, the boost falls away. Too risky once you lose the connector control. Helix, come on with the USP. Does damage, doesn't find the frag though. Desperately need a frag this early. It is a retake, 4v5. Not impossible, but not a great start hit. Fins, come on. Bullets don't land, going in the favor of Pryl so far. 3 frags in their favor, only 2 left. Fins, 13 HP. Equa finding exclusive off of the flank. Fins finding 1, but Equa goes down, and all of a sudden the round is gone. 13 HP, no Kevlar, no utility, only a death kit. Wonder Child is going to be wrapping that up. Sending Syreangrep packing. First round, it does go to Pryl. They're going to be very happy with that. We do see the buy coming in. Syreangrep had a bit of a setup for the A push, but not the A split through connector. Pretty much the only counter that was to that play was being played right there. That must feel kind of bad. Here comes the B stack. So far though, Pryl seem to be opting for a bit of a slower round. People often talk about the Mirage and how it's the most played map, etc., both in tournaments and in just general MM, and also face it, it's a map I've never really enjoyed. I always feel like Mirage is a bit of a slugfest, but it is being played quite a bit regardless. The B push might, or the B stack might work out here. Fins taking first contact, just dropping off. The stack is towards B, and the bomb is going B. Unknowingly here, Pryl, they're doing exactly what Syreangrep want them to do. That being said though, Syreangrep only with a couple of upgraded pistols. It's still a hard thing to do. Alex finding one shot, fakes out. Does do damage. Does find the frags. Trigger discipline. Arguably too much. Pryl managing to clear that out, only losing Molster. Syreangrep now though should be able to buy up hit. Whether they do or not remains to be seen. It appears it's only going to be a couple of pistols here. Opting for that AWP and utility. I can't blame them. It's hard to play Mirage with no utility and arguably without an AWP as well. Molster, he is ready for this push. Helix goes down. Molster just opting for the Deagle. Cynics finding Molster. Does get traded out eventually. Exclusive down to 50 HP. Might prove to be important later. CTs have stacked towards the A-bomb site. But bomb is going the other. Pryl bomb is planted. 4v3 should be around here for Pryl, just coasting it out. Again, this is their map pick. Beautiful shots coming in from Hagelin, finding Equa. Hellfire just looking for the damage. Does find it. Hagelin goes down. Is he expecting the close angle though? Wonderchild with the AK. Alright, not expecting it. Hellfire goes down. Finn's only man left alive, managing to save that armor. If he's lucky here, the armor gets undamaged. And it did, which means the upgrade for full armor, should he choose it, is cheaper. That being said, there's a lot of AKs around. Don't necessarily need to upgrade the armor. Does do it anyway. Here comes the buy. 3 on the board for Pryl. Looking strong, but very expected once you pick up that first pistol round. It's from here on out that the real match is going to be played. Synex finding stock through the smoke. Gonna be very happy with that. Finn's just jumping. Spots 2. Molly to come out. Bomb towards B. Hellfire, he is ready. 5-1. Looks for the second. So far, 2 for 2. Hagelin finding Equa. 2 versus 2 all of a sudden. Evening out the scoreboard. They do have kit. They have the AWP. Smart play from Synex. But the Hagelin player is going to be opted to rotate the other way around. A lot of utility damage being thrown out here. But I'm starting to think this might just be going a bit too slow. The bomb is slowly turning away. The frag goes down. Sits on the bomb. He finds the spray onto both of them. Mulzer clutching out the round. 4 on the board for Pryl, and I gotta say, that split, that looked very convincing to me. And well, Syreangrep just not ready. Gets outflanked, gets out traded. The Eagles once again. Exclusive manages to get the spray under control eventually. Gets the frag onto Equa. Wonderchild finding Alex as well. Some damage being traded out. Synex finding Wonderchild. 1 HP to his name though. Bomb again, rotated over to the B-bomb side. Very likely to see 5 on the board here. Already 5 on the board of Pryl. We're already into a bit of a dangerous territory here if you're a Syreangrep supporter, because, well, everything can turn, and CS being a momentum-based game, obviously nothing is done until it's done, but that lead, unless it starts to be under control, well, it could just snowball away from you. Stocky displaying all the emotes. There you go. We are going to be seeing 5 on the board here. Pryl going to be very happy with that. And Finns goes down eventually. 5 on the board for Pryl. Starting to get into the do or die time here for Syreangrep. Again, they need to start getting some form of control here. Pryl already the money, starting to get a bit out of control here. Stock with 8k, Mulzer with 6. Same kind of set nades we've seen earlier. This time Finns with the AWP. in the apartments. Up also onto Synex. Bomb towards the A-bomb site. Syreangrep opting to go for a bit of a almost weird setup. They don't go for any mid control. Here comes the execute. The question is, do they go on this? So far, the answer is no. Finn's just holding the contact. Finds Haglund. Rotation is going over towards that B-bomb site. Also finding Hell next out. Aqua and Finn's finding one each. Player advantage now. Stock finding Hellfire off the flank. All of a sudden, a player advantage is just a one-player advantage. Again, looks like B is going to be the end goal. Time is going low. Terror side very patient here. Finns with the AWP. Needs to hit that first shot. Needs to make this a one-player thing. His support is very far away. Even Connector and Palace. They are hard clearing that A Palace, but just not looking good so far. All comes down to this. It all comes down to this shot from Finns. The rotation now finally coming in just in the nick of time. Synex finding stock. And all of a sudden, well, the round has been saved. Syreangrep finally on the board here. 1-5. Wonderchild saving that up. Rotation just in time. Synex finding that first frag onto the apartments. That is the one on the board. Syreangrep. The catch has begun. They need to catch up hit. Even at the scoreboard. Force the terrorists onto lower buys. So far they've been able to do what they want. I love the fabulous, but it's not looking right. Synex finding Wonderchild. Yeah, you did say it. It doesn't start until 5 out. That being said, though, I feel like giving them 5 rounds, well, it's a risky way to start. Mistakes were made. They were indeed. Player advantage here for Syra. We've been talking about it in the last couple of games. It's these rounds where they have the lead. They need to make sure not to do anything dumb. They need to win these rounds. Especially if they plan to play on the 2nd division or even 1st division in a couple of seasons' time. Then it is indeed a requirement, I would say. For this round. Haglund finding Helnex. Helnex not being patient. Decides to go for an aggressive peek. Goes down. Finns finds Haglund. Low HP though. Trying to dodge the nade. He does indeed. No damage inflicted. Bomb is already out on site. Doesn't have a lot of support. Stock misses the jump. Parkour master. Tries again. Fails again. Stock needs to learn how to jump. This was more entertaining to watch. He finally manages to jump, but Equa decides that now is your time to die. Bomb to be planted for short. Meltzer finding Equa. 15 seconds on the board. Meltzer finding one. Hellfire finding one. It's going to come down to this duel. Hellfire finds exclusive 2 on the board. Oh, a lot closer than you'd want, but the round is there. The money for Finns, though not. But might just be getting a dropped gun. Pryl. Well, they won 5 rounds, but all of a sudden, it's Deagle times. Whiff next with 1-7. Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong indeed. Jump stuck. Some early damage being done, but nothing too important. Utility on stock is the only utility they have, and that is towards the A-bomb side. Here comes the smoke. Looks to be a bit of a lurk smoke. Finns finding Mulser. Helix finds one. Wonderchild, he knows where he is though. Sees ahead. Wonderchild gets taken down. Syreangrep just need to make this flawless. Aqua goes for the peek, sees the player. Actually ends up not going for the fight, really. Gets flashed in, but at that point, Stock is out of there. Whiff next, bait next, run next, you name it, he is it. Yeah, he is indeed. He is everything. Haglin finding Cynics. Hellfire, though, trading out Echo, finding Stock eventually. Only losing Cynics, I think that is pretty decent. 3 on the board here for Syreangrep. Starting to catch up to Pryl. Now we do have a buy coming out. It's these rounds that matter. So far, not a lot of mid control coming out from the T side, but this seems to be the round. Cynics this time in apps. Finds Wonder Child quicker on the trigger. Finds defensive smokes both from both sides hit. Should have heard the drum. Hellnex goes for a peek again. He finds it. 2-player lead now for Syreangrep in a much needed round. With that peak under his belt, one might as well call him Buff Nex, I suppose. He does have quite a way to go up to his teammates. Actually, he doesn't. Never mind. Aqua's also down there with him. Gotta say, though, Cynics playing very stable so far. Both of them. Hellnex here. He's ready for the ramp push, or is he? He is indeed. Finds Hagland. My voice just went. Oh god, Aqua though, finding exclusive. Molster all alone, looks for a frag. He does not find it. Aqua finds it. Flawless round for Syreangrep. 4 on the board. We're going to be very happy with that. Full buy round. That voice crack, yeah. I mean, I've realized something, that my voice just doesn't last. I could do one cast of a game and just within the first map, my voice is already starting to just go somewhere it shouldn't. But oh well. It is what it is. Can't really change it. Here comes the push. Hellfire. It's going to come down to you, I think. Gets one with the molly. Tries to go for a spray down. Doesn't find anything. Stock finds maybe Hellfire here. Finns at least finding Molster. Stock up close personal. Finds Hellfire. Retrieves an M4. Bomb to be planted. Did you win? Yes, we Syreangrep won the first map. They did indeed. With fire. Here comes the retake. Aqua from the side. Finds Stock. Hagland to trade. 1 for 1. Hagland finds Hellnex. Cynics trading out. Bomb needs to be Stock. Aqua, does he manage to get it? He gets the frag, but Cynics let go of the bomb, and oh, he just has it. Evening out the scoreboard, 5-2-5, Syreangrep just clutching it out in the nick of time. I was scared. Cynics had lost the round one. He released the bomb there. Did not trust Aqua to take that frag. 5-2-5. A full turnaround here. Yeah, another buy though. Important to note here, Syreangrep not really managing to build up too much of a bank. Aqua and Cynics with 5k each, so I mean, it's a start. Very much an even game now in economy. I do imagine Syreangrep are going to be happy with this after a dreadful start. Just catching the team again. Cynics finding Hagland off the top mid. Picks into Palace. This sees Wonder Child. That's 2 on the board for Cynics. Very quickly. Molster to now exit. Finding Aqua. I'm going to be happy with that. At least evening it out slightly. Still a player advantage here for Syreangrep. Bomb has been retrieved. Looks to be going towards the A-bomb side. Here comes exclusive up in the face of Cynics. Gets the frag. Suddenly it's a 3v3. A whiff hit. Stock looks to find the frag. Fins goes down. It's all going to come down to Helix up in Palace. And his timing finds the frag. Manages to fall back. Flash to go out, but at this point, full info hit on the terrorist side. Bomb should go down momentarily. Exclusive just holding it. The question is, are they expecting this ramp push? Triple and CT appears to be the goal hit. Hellfire finds the info, finds the frag. Exclusive to go down. Helix still has a smoke, opting not to use it. There you go. Smoking the bomb itself, smoking CT as well. All of a sudden, terrorist player all in the dark. Hellfire finds the frag. 6 on the ball for Syreangrep. That Palace play wins them the round. Big brain indeed. Making sure that the flank also works from Hellfire. 6 again on the board here for Syreangrep. Finally in the lead. Yeah, another full buy. We do not see an AWP. This time might be a bit of a quicker round altogether. Mulster is OP in chat. Cynics again in connector. Looks for a frag. Does find it. Wonder Child goes down. Player advantage. Syreangrep. Stock is ready for this push at peak. Cynics. He doesn't die. Doesn't hit the shot either. Slow around once again. 1 minute down. Alex finding the frag onto Mulster. Dak Sweden, I think you're very much in your own camp here. I don't think there's a lot of Pryl supporter in the chat, but there's a lot of Syreangrep supporters. And so far it's been going their way. Trades to go out. Pryl on the lower end of that. 2-player lead here for Syreangrep. Hegland to go for a peek. Looks for the frag. Doesn't find it. Well, actually does eventually, but Equa finding Stock at the same time. Bomb has been retrieved. Needs to cross though, and Hellfire is ready for it. Hellfire finds a tag, finds the kill. Hegland to go down, and 7 on the board for Syreangrep. Well, what started so great for Pryl, well, it's only gone one way, and that is down. Here's the scoreboard for anyone wanting to see. We can pull out the ADR for anyone who cares. Fairly even. There's nothing to point out. There hasn't been any slackers. I do indeed carry the Pryl flag proudly far above my head. There you go, man. Lovely to have you here in the chat. Again, with the buy. Pryl with all their loss bonus. Swings here. Fins is going down. Wally's got to do a bit of damage. But Exclusive doesn't care. Hellfire, well, that's the B defense gone. The CTs, they need to make something happen quick. Synex finding Wonder Child. This might be the entry they need, but they do need a bit more. Player advantage still here in the favor of Pryl. Synex finally finding Mulster with a no-scope, but Hegland off of the flank finding Synex. What seems so good. Trading the way out. 1-2-1 Hellnex against Hegland. But the pump not planted for short. All of a sudden, it goes for Syreangrep. 8 on the board. Pryl do eventually take down Hellnex, but it doesn't matter. The round has already ended. 8 on the board. 1 small for Syreangrep. And again, we're going to be seeing another force coming out, I would assume. Here, Mulster with no cash. He has the AK in hand. Clutchneck strikes again. Clutchnecks or Deafnecks, yes. One, you can use them interchangeably at this point. Oh, they're going to be happy with that. We do have a pause coming out, and that appears to be from the Syreangrep lineup, actually. Just a quick one. And pause has already been requested. Here comes the buy. 8 on the board. Syreangrep winning this half already. Pryl. It was so close yet so far. Is there a prize for this game? I'm not familiar with the tournament. So this isn't a tournament technically. It's a league, so it's played throughout the season. And as far as I'm aware, in the 3rd division, which they are in, there is no prize pool. But there is eventually if you get into the 1st division. As far as I'm aware, it's only the 1st division that's prized as of now. Aqua to find stock. Wonder Child looking for the frag. Finds a lot of damage. Doesn't find the frag though. Gets molded off the angle. Molter off the other side though, finding Helix. Wonder Child finding one. Looks for the second. Cynic's finding the frag. 3-3. B once more. It's a weird read here for Syreangrep. They should be expecting this. Finn's finally realizing it's a mistake. Goes back towards the B-bomb site. Pryl, they have had a tendency to end towards the B-bomb site. Not really touching the A side unless it's from the early get-go. Finns, though, what can you find here? Looks for the first. Does find it. Doesn't find the second. Gets traded out. Hellfire on the flank. Monster, do you expect this? Do you expect the flank? It would appear so. Does he win the trade? He does. Hellfire to go down. Cynics with the AWP. Needs to find one frag fairly quick. He's going to go out exit. Crossfire has been set up. Needs to hard clear angles. Doesn't see the AK. Cynics. He's probably expecting one on the bench though. He's gone deep. He's gone very deep. He does get taken down. Hagelin to find the frag. 6 on the board to Pryl. 8-6. And despite winning 8 in a row here for Syreangrep, well, they do not have money. Last round that they have to come out. I do think an 8-7 is very likely here. Can you arrange with a 1-month boot camp with Cynics? Well, I think you need to ask Cynics about that. I think he would be hyped though. He would indeed. Alright, last round of the half. Again, this is the Telialigaen 2021 Spring Split. It is the 3rd division, Group A. 3rd round of the season. Here comes the push. Short seems to be the target. Finns with the scout. Finds the frag onto exclusive. And also finds a bit more info. Tries to retreat. Equa doesn't find the frag. Cynics finds one though. All of a sudden, pressure is on Finns. With the scout. Finds a tag. Finds a kill. Stock goes down. Finds another info. Cynics off the flank here. Finding Meltzer. Just Hagelin left. And Finns makes quick. Well, he takes care of him. I don't know. I lost my train of thought as per usual. 9 on the board though for Syreangrep winning this half. Despite losing the first 5 rounds. I think they're going to be very happy with that. Finns indeed hitting those shots with the scout. Not only just hitting the headshot at the start there, which was a fairly easy shot. He was standing still after all. But finding all the tags. Making sure the scout does connect eventually. Definitely key in that round. Picking up a hat-trick for himself. Cynics. Well, actually helping out as well. Picking up an AWP. Finding a second frag onto the T-spawn. That being said, we will be going into the second half. Pistols once more. Syreangrep. The pressure definitely on Pryl here. Syreangrep, if they do manage to take this pistol round, it is a very frightening possibility that they will just start to run away with this match. It says 3rd round. Ah, that's what I meant. If I said something else, I meant 3rd round. It is indeed the 3rd round of the season. Oh, it's a 3rd. No, yeah, I just changed the numbers. I just saw what you meant. Thank you very much. I will change that. That's called lazy production. Lazy production. Alright, the push is here though. CT under threat. Bomb all ready to go down. Trades in the favor of Pryl, but Bomb has to go down. CT somewhat under control here. Bomb should be in their favor as well. It's all going to come down to the fights here. Hagelin finds Synek. Synek goes down. Finns. How many can you find here? Stock finds him. Hellnex very much alone. Alright, bye-bye Hellnex. 7 on the board for Pryl. And now I can change what I was doing on the HUDs, because that's now annoying me since somebody pointed it out. I don't have OCD, I swear. Third. There you go. Look at that. Binex, indeed. Yeah, there's no love for Sweden, apparently. I don't know why. Most people do enjoy Sweden, but no love for it today. Cheering for Syreangrep, looking very strong so far. Alex taking a lot of damage here. Wondershot keeps on peeking. Stock finds one. Wondershot finds one. I'm not from Stockholm, alright. Stocky. Not a fan of Sweden. Aqua finds exclusive. Find some damage. At this point, Syreangrep just trying to do some damage. Opting not to go for the force. I've seen them do this quite a while here. They did this in the last game as well. Even picking up that bomb plant, they opt to not go for a force. Jag är inte sjuk, jag är bara svensk. Ja. That is also a good saying here in Norway. Alright. 9-2-8 buy to come out from both sides. Up on Synex. 4 AKs in hand. Both teams upgrading as well here on the CT side. While I say that, they still have an MP5. But both teams very low on money should this end unfavorably. Wonderchild finding Synex though. Player advantage Pryl here. Wonderchild made his way back into the window. Once more, very slow round. I'm glad to hear you love Norway. I think we do love Sweden as well, but when the only supporter of Pryl is Swedish, it becomes a national thing. B to be the target, it would appear. Bomb at least moving in that direction. Let's go, Liquid. Let's go. Contact flash. Appears to be the play. Hellfire finding exclusive. Here comes the push. All of a sudden it's a split because Hellfire misses the first shot though. Finds the frag onto Mulster. Hegelin also going down. Player advantage to Syra. Wonderchild is going to be out quick. Finds the frag onto Hellnex. Does not find the deagle kill. 2v2. Finns finding the frag onto Wonderchild. Stock is outside. He does get taken down eventually by Finns. Finns again showing up strong here with 2 frags. Hellfire with a flank, making it work. 10 on the board. We got double digits for Syreangrep. And all of a sudden, money of Pryl not looking too hype. Looking to be a bit of an eco, maybe a couple of pistols, but that will be in favor here for Syreangrep with full buy. The B split working out. Hellfire making it huge in mid, making the flank also work out for him. Regular setup here. Aggressiveness from Synex. Only has a deagle in hand. Could have had Equa drop over a Mach 10 or something. Would have been probably a lot better here, but Equa doesn't care. Eventually, he does though, because he gets taken out by exclusive. Synex with a lot of pressure, only with the deagle, finds the frag. Hellnex has some info, need to go out. That's Stock just straight out dead. Hellnex finding Haglund. All of a sudden, Hellnex finding it, all of it. Kobe in chat, need next. Yes, it's all out there. It's all out there. Making it work. Synex eventually taking out Mulster. Only losing Equa. And actually not losing any guns. Seeing that Synex didn't have a gun originally. I gotta be very happy with that. 11-8. We are gonna be having a buy, I would imagine, here. Mulster and the Wonder Child, they are low in cash. We might see another pistol round coming out. We do indeed. A lot of nades. I do expect a bit of a nade stack, maybe towards ramp at this point. And who is the unlucky bastard who's gonna get this to the face? It appears to be Hellfire. If he's not careful, there's gonna be a lot of nades coming his way. So far, though, nades are still just being held, not used. Here comes one of them. Not finding a target. A lot of nades to go out here. But ramp has been vacant. And at this point, mid more so under threat than anything. They're out of nades. Actually, they're not. Stock and Wonder Shell still with a nade each. Could nade stack a single person if lucky. Alex to hear steps here. Should have some info towards the connection area. Alex finding exclusive whipping. Alex finding 2. All of a sudden, Alex making it work for himself as well. Smoke to go off con B to be the eventual take here. It appears. Mulster, how much can you find? Looks for the frag. Finds Synex. Looks for a second. Almost finds an Equa low on HP, but bomb has been retrieved going towards the B-bomb site. Stock. Hagelin only left. Equa still on that 5 HP though. Needs to be careful not to die. So very, very cruel. Very, very close from Mulster. If he would have gotten that second frag as well, that could have been the round. But at this point, it might be very difficult. Opening frag next. I feel like we're pushing it now, boys. I feel like we're pushing it a bit too much. Although, we're not far from it. Being very strong. Granted up only against pistols, but still finding it. Aqua deciding to chuck the AWP away, making sure nobody saves it. Doesn't appear like the CTs are going for it either way. Alright, we're going to be seeing 12 here. All of a sudden, it's a 4-point lead. It's the biggest lead we've seen so far, if we exclude the original 5-0 lead that Pryl had. Hellfire finding stock. That's about it. Hagelin does survive. Armor intact as well. Alright, ladies and gents, we do have a buy round coming up. Money looking good on the T side. Granted, if they lose a round, they're still not going to be doing too hot. CT side now with full utility, full rifles. They have an AUG, they have an AWP, they have whatever they want. B looks to be the target here. We've seen this in the past. Syreangrep just going for some Hail Mary plays. I gotta say, most time it doesn't work, but this time, Pryl, they're at least not stacked against it. Finn's ready with smoke. Looks to be a set play here. Rotation still not to come out. Just one CT player. He's playing close. That's Hagelin. Hagelin. Oh. Gets taken out by Hellfire through the smoke, but all of a sudden the rotation is there. Mulster, you need to be strong. He isn't. Hellfire gets the frag. All of a sudden the site is on fire. The site is in the control of Syreangrep. And I think there's a strong possibility of just a regular save coming out here. All of a sudden, 2-player lead from Syreangrep. And Pryl, they don't want to lose those off. They don't want to lose the guns. Equa trying to hunt. Those get taken down. But at the same time, this round very much in control of Syreangrep. We're going to be seeing 13 on the board. Stock looking for the frag. Finds the... Oh, he doesn't find the frag, but Wonder Child does eventually. I don't think Stock is going to be too happy with that. Full hunting party here from the T side. Synex off of the flank. Can you find a frag? That is the question. He does. Wonder Child gets taken down. The camera just decides that it doesn't want any of it. Aim lock didn't lock for Child. No, it didn't. A lot of face palms for the Stock. Yes, I do agree. That was not the greatest we've seen, I don't believe. Again, though, 13 on the board, looking very strong. Worst by this time around for the CTs. 2 Famases, no ops. Mask next. Straight down to the 6th division with Stock. That's rude. Alright, Hellfire opening it though. Finding Wonder Child. At the same time, Hellnex finding Stock. All of a sudden, a 2-player lead here. Hagelin trying to equalize it. Does find one for his effort. Finn's though for the flank. Are they expecting this? Doesn't appear so, but, well, he actually does. Mulster finding the frag. Helix is out, though. Finds a frag, but Equa gets traded out during this. Helix with 1 HP gets fragged out eventually. Hellfire down to 4 HP. It's him against Mulster. It's an op. He only needs one shot. One shot, one dream. 4 HP in the bomb, running B. Mulster, well, he has a kit. He has the AK. It's a flash. What does he end up doing? That is the real question. He's going down into mid. What are the timings here? They're going past each other. They don't know this. Oh, underpass to be taken by the CTs. Cat, also known as AIM, is working this week, so he is not playing this week. Again, he only plays every other week as far as I'm aware. That being said, though, it looks like the bomb to go down. Mulster overreading a bit here. Went underground, but all of a sudden he's all the way back towards the bomb site on A. Bomb to go down here. Mulster is so far away. He couldn't be more far away, and he tried, and he's slow walking in Palace. I think just by timing, this is not going to work out for him. Hellfire with 4 HP. Well, I need to not be too quick, but I don't think he has the time, and I think he realizes that at this point. He does indeed, just goes for the save. Hellfire with 4 HP completely dukes him, and all of a sudden, 14 on the board. What a disaster coming out from Pryl here. Hellfire needs to run though. 4 HP. He might just die here. I think he will. Hellfire confused as to what's happening. Just dies for it. I don't know what's going on. I mean, some people are saying 2000 IQ play. I'm not sure if it is a 2000 IQ play. I mean, that was just a massive misplay from the Pryl lineup. Mulster, I gotta say, that is a massive misplay. That is gonna cost Pryl heavily. 14 on the board. 4s once again. Double FAMAS. No AWP on the CT setup. Might be a force all the way through the game. Hype for Syreangrep. I would agree. Hype indeed. Push towards mid. FaZe finds one. Gets straight down. Wonderchild finds frag. Cynics finds one. Hellfire holding the angle. Not to be challenged so far. Munster, he's going to be close. Finds Cynics. Equa finds Exclusive off of the flank. And eventually, Alex finds Mulster. Heglin with a FAMAS. Only player left. And honestly, oh, he does find a frag onto Helnix. Alright. It has calmed down. Heglin with the FAMAS. He might even just opt to go for this, to be honest. I don't think he has another choice. They need to start making a dent. Syreangrep looking to find the 15 point. Going up towards the map point here. Hellfire swings. Finds Heglin. 15 on the board. Money. Not looking great for Pryl. 15 match point potential here for Syreangrep. We see a scout. We see an MP9. Wonderchild, what do you buy? Another MP9. Mulster. It does muster up an AWP. No Kevlar, though. Only one kit on stock. That might prove to be crucial. Aggressive here from Wonderchild. Looks for the frag. Looks for the frag. Does find the frag. Fins goes down. The terrorist opting to not help him. Bit of a weird choice, I gotta admit. He's gonna regress here. Decides that's a bad decision. Syreangrep, they're falling back. Not feeling comfortable to go B eventually. Actually, never mind. B seems to be the target. Mulster with the AWP. Solo holding B. That being said, though, Heglin is gonna be there quick. Here comes the push. Heglin, what can you hold? Mulster looking for that first frag. The rotations are in. The push is started. So far, where do the trades go? Mulster finding one. Hellfire finding one. Equa looks for another. Molds off the exit. Somewhat of control being established here. Exclusive, though, off of the side with a scout. Needs to start tagging. He goes out. Helnix finds Wonderchild. Mulster still with the AWP. Finds Equa. Hellfire with the AWP. Does get taken down by Stock. Helnix. Can you be clutch next? Once again, finds Mulster, but does get taken down by Stock. Pryl, well, they do make it. 9 on the board. But one got asked. That is very close. Syreangrep though might even opt for a bit of a low buy here. Pryl, they managed to hang on. They hang on by the skin of their teeth. Oh, 9. Looking for those double digits, at least something to start off of. But here comes the Mac 10s. Oh no. Haglin, are you going to be expecting this? The amount of Mac 10s coming your way is insane. So far, Finn's out the window. Cynic's finding one. Finns finds the trade. Guns to be going out. Mulzer finds a frag on to Synex, evening it out 3-3. So far, bomb not to go down. Rotation is yet to come in. Utility goes out. Some damage being dealt. Bomb to go down here as well. 3v3. A full split from Pryl. 1 apps, 1 short, and 1 market. Hellnex being killed from apps. Exclusive finding 2. And Hellfire, he manages to make it into market. Legs him, still alive. Finds the frag onto Exclusive. Looks for the second, doesn't find it. And again, 1 player surviving. Stock. Double digits for Pryl. Syreangrep just not managing to close it out. Still 15 on the board. But that was a cheap round for them, only investing Mac 10s. Here comes the full buy. Again, though, a bit of a weird buy here from Pryl. They just don't have money. They've been losing players every round here. MP5, MP9. They granted, having up onto Mulzer. Stock and Exclusive. Doing well with their M4s. Syreangrep, they do need to close this out. If they start to lose a couple of rounds here, this is where tilts might start to set in. Mulzer finding Hellfire. Stock finding Finns. All of a sudden, a very big player lead here for Pryl. Exclusive has full palace control. Not that it matters right now. Aqua finds a trade onto Wonderchild. Equaling it out. Only 1 player advantage. That nade's going to do a lot of damage. Mulzer, you might get time though. If it doesn't, they opt to not do the boost. If they did, I would have taken some damage, but they wouldn't have gotten a frag. Mulzer finding Aqua. Hellnex, Cynics alone. Only 2 players left. 2v4. Tough position at this point. All damage is good damage. Cynics going into the ladder room. What can you find? Oh, he finds Mulzer. The carry of the last couple of rounds does go down. 1 player advantage still here for Pryl. B appears to be the target. And at that point, it's only up to Haglin. He is playing this pillar with an MP9. If they do end short, I don't think they're going to be expecting this. And that seems to be the plan. Synex, are you expecting this? Haglin finds 1. Doesn't expect the other one to be close. But Synex doesn't find the frag. No trade to come in. Synex eventually kills Haglin. Goes for a very risky bomb plant, but does have some extra info. Synex, can you clutch this? 1v2. Into market. Finds damage, doesn't find a frag. Looks for the kill, finds stock. 1v1. Synex loses the fight. Exclusive, 30 HP left. Look at this. 1, 1, 1. And another 1. Syreangrep not managing to close it out. 11 on the board now for Pryl. Oh, what are we watching? The money's still critically low, but arguably one of the better buys they've had so far. Full rifles. And Syreangrep, well, they don't have money. They're down to deagles once more. I think there's a good chance of seeing 12 here on the board for Pryl. But it's not over until it's over. And the deagles, well, they can work miracles. Set up for an A hit here. Only with the deagles. Flash and smoke in hand. Nothing too big. Nothing to help them. 2-player defense. Stock. So far not finding anything. Swings wide. Finds 1. Mulzer finding 1. So far no trades going in the favor of Syreangrep. Mulzer finding 2. Mulzer finding 3. Hellfire finally finding Exclusive. Only 1 so far. Hellfire finding 2 though. Does get taken down by Mulzer once again. Mulzer, well, 4 kills right there. We do have a Swede that's going to be very, very happy with that in chat. Rooting for Pryl, making sure Mulster absolutely hammering the Syreangrep team at this point. 12 on the board for Pryl. Syreangrep finally with another buy. Up onto Synex. Full utilities. Well, at least as much as they would want. It's only one round. It's only one round. Can they make it? That is the question indeed. Oh, aggressive. Suddenly a terrorist player's trap. Feints off the flank, finds one. Does he swing? He does. Doesn't find the second. Mulster, he's top mid. Same time, Wonderchild finding one. Synex finding a trade as well. Trades going back and forth. 3 on 3 so far, though. One would say normally that favors the T side, but at this point, nobody knows. It is very split here. Hellfire falling back, picking up the bomb. At this point, he's going to regroup here with Synex in mid. Hellnex, all of a sudden outside on A, but he's not expecting the CT player here already in ramp. But it's all up to Hellnex or Lurknex in this case. What can he find? Well, he's calling A is clear, CT is clear, but this is kind of misleading. There's one con and there's one all the way down in ramp. Might prove to be crucial. Utility to batter here. Hellnex still not having an impact. He is in CT at this point though. Swings, finds the damage. He doesn't find the frag. The A had to go out. Smoke. All of a sudden that ramp play might come into account here. Flash through. Hellnex drops down. Doesn't find the frag. Synex finds one. Hellfire finds one. 1v1 Synex with the AWP. Finds the info. But it's up to Hegeland. And Hegeland finds the frag. Again with one. Pryl up to 13. 15 to 13. Pryl again just hanging in there. But at this point, lost bonus onto Syreangrep. That's going to be high. Arguably going to be having a better buy than Pryl here. But again, you gotta think, is the tilt starting to get to Syreangrep? Nothing they're doing is working. They're losing by 1 frag. We do have a question. If it's equal, does it go tight or does it go into overtime? It does go into overtime. But it's a BO2, so considering Syreangrep 1 denuke, the match in itself can only end with a tie. Should Pryl pick up this map. Syntax. Finn's actually fighting Mulster. Synex is deep. He finds the timing. Wonderchild. All of a sudden, a 2-player lead to Syreangrep. It's what they've been wanting. It's what they've wanted all the time. Synex finding a third. All of a sudden, B-site. All open. Synex doing it on his own. Basically, solo. Smokes off exit. Bomb to go down. 5v2. I do think, ladies and gents, we're going to be seeing 16 on the board here. And the push to come around. Exclusive swings short. Can he find anything so far? No. Synex finding one. Finn's finding exclusive. 16 on the board. Syreangrep finally closing out the series. 16 to 13. They do win the match 2-0. GG, well played to both teams. Thank you guys so much for the support, the hype and chat. Thank you for watching. And until next time, do have a great weekend. And week, I suppose. GG, well played. Syreangrep, they win it 2-0.